Durable dads, brothers from other mothers, and sisters from different misters. Thanks for tuning in. If you watched my last Take a Hike video, I mentioned the fact that I was eager to get paddling, get some kayaking in, and I had a date with a welder fabricator to get some custom racks put on the roof basket of Lou here. Well, I know I kept threatening this, so here it is. Anyways, a little side story going on is that the date with the welder fabricator, where I was kind of going in with more of a coffee and tapas kind of budget, it turned out he was thinking more like a Premier Crew and Michelin starred kind of dinner. So yeah, I got talking, got a price there, and told him I had to go to the washroom, and kind of exited through the side door. I noped myself right out of there. So I had already kind of had some plans with Jeremy from Fireworks. He's also historically here, the previous owner of Lou here, and a good buddy and a regular here on Durable Dads. So he offered to do a thing for me. So that's what we're going to do. I'm pretty excited. It's certainly not going to be Michelin stars. Yes, I'm going to make an episode out of it, so I might not be helping, but trust me, don't feel too bad for Jeremy, because I've saddled myself up for some editing work for his channel and for Fireworks, which I'm excited about. I'm cool to do, but fair exchange, and let me tell you that fair exchange and barter system is very alive and well, and going to be working out in my favor. Anyways, I'll stop talking and we'll get to the nuts and bolts of this little escapade right now. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Sitting on top of the adventure kit here, we'll get to some episodes about what's in said container after. Anyways, what we've got there is 2 4-foot chunks of steel and some inserts, and we're gonna U-bolt the dirty dog. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the upper rails of the basket, and we're just gonna lay these sideways, and we're gonna use a double U-bolt system with a double nut system and some lock washers there. And it's been my opinion that 2 nuts are infinitely better than just 1 on many different levels. Anyways, it's a little simple procedure, shouldn't take us too long. I don't see any drilling happening. Now, eventually this system is just to get me going, and Jeremy's a man of many talents and will be able to weld something on. That's a little bit later. We're gonna see how this works first, and yeah, anyways, I'm excited to make this happen. Let me just sip some coffee, let Jeremy kind of get himself ready, and let's get started on this. Stoked. Okay, so I thought, since I have a few minutes here, a little bit of time, I'm gonna slip in a little extra vid here. So behind me, you see the basket. So that's what we're going to attach to. I'll get some more action shots of it in a bit. But I don't see this configuration. I saw it actually once. I was driving by a guy in a Jeep that had the combination of roof basket and racks for kayaks. It's pretty slick. I'm excited to give this a try. And also, I got a new selfie stick, so I wanted to try that out too. So it's all about me, apparently, right now. Anyways, let's get to some building of this bad boy. Okay, so the basic idea here, and it's a slick one, is that U-bolt is just kind of running parallel to the top bar of the cage, and the U-bolt sticks up like that. We're going to double nut it and put some washers in. But the system is solid, and that's not going to go anywhere. We're going to have to cut down the posts, obviously, a little bit, but spectacular idea. Jeremy's brilliant. We'll give you a finished product.
How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all happy and healthy. What are we doing today? Today we are putting on a couple crossbars so Mike can put on his kayak mounts. So he has asked me to do said project. So we got everything drilled out. We are in the assembly mode right now. So here we do something really quick and easy to get them on the road with the kayaks, and then in the future we can modify or modify. I think I might have to hog out these holes. We shall see. Look at that precision. Definitely gonna have to grind down those nuts. Yeah. Just for shits and giggles, let's add that plate. Old packaging.
While Jeremy's off grabbing a wrench to tighten these mad mother levers down, this is kind of the idea of what we've got. So the U-bolt there, we've got some end caps for these things. I might trim clad this later. Yes, I do want to do a final mod, but also those holes right there would probably fit an awning just quite nicely. So yeah, let's back it up a little bit. So that's what's this gonna look like. That's pretty slick. That will definitely maybe get some fuel line for around the bottom of the U-bolts. Other than that, that's gonna be a pretty slick system that's really not gonna go anywhere and do the job with a lot of simplicity. Beautiful. I can't wait to put this to the test this weekend. Okay, look at this. This is the last little end plug here. Rock and roll, beautiful. What a slick job. Jeremy came through again. I love this just in its terms of the simplicity and just the ease of function of all this. I am paddle ready. This is a beautiful milestone. Again, we talked about an awning idea too, so apparently I've caught in the bug. I'm just gonna roll with it. So anyways, next step is to mount a couple of J-clips. We'll get that clip a little bit later. All right, boys and girls, there's absolutely no way that you can't say that doesn't look anything but professional. Jeremy did an amazing job. It's a slick system. Looks like it belongs there, and I will, as an added bonus, never cease to lose my vehicle in a parking lot ever again. All right, kids, there you have it. The J-cradles are up, at least 2 of them are. The other 2 will go up before I put the kayaks on. I still have to dig them out. This will be the first paddle coming up of the season. Anyways, it's amazing what $88 at one of my favorite stores, that would be Princess Auto, can do. And some skilled hands and a good buddy. We are now cargo box and kayak ready. I'm pretty stoked about that. I try to stay out of like Princess Auto unless I'm doing something important and going strategically in, because that's a place where I can spend way too much money. Anyways, it's on. I'm pretty stoked. I'm just waiting for somebody to finally tell me, hey man, nice rack. Anyways, don't know if it's gonna happen, but all I know is that I'm ready for some more adventures. I'm going to go and try this out probably before this video comes out. So I will have some pretty fantastic B-roll with some water shots. I got to try it out, make sure it's awesome before I release it, so I'll give it the all good. Anyways, another upgrade to Lou. The next one that's happening is some brakes, and nobody finds that sexy or interesting. And if you wanted to know how to do brakes on a 97 4Runner, there's plenty of videos out there. Anyways, the saga continues. There's more coming. I'm pretty stoked about the suspension next, and then definitely a set of rock sliders, but that's custom, and it's probably going to be Jeremy again. He does good work. Anyways, catch you next Lou video. Hopefully you see me out paddling before this drops. Peace out, Scout.